Monday, February 11th, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 2019. Guys, in this video, I've got some interesting video footage to share with you guys. Some unique photos that have came in lately of the sun and different sky phenomenon in general. But first, I want to start off here in Union Grove, Alabama, where I received a video last week of something unusual in the sky near the proximity of the sun. The person is standing outside on their porch. There is no window in between them and the sky. They are outside, and they notice something under the sun. And I've got to be honest, I've never seen anything like this either. And that's why they began filming the skies, because there's something unique right there. As you'll see, they zoom in a little tighter. Look at that. It doesn't fit in with anything else in the sky, with none of the other clouds. It's just totally random, some sort of a round or spherical shaped object that looks like it has something protruding from it at the 4, maybe 5 o'clock position. Very unusual. So what I do at the end of this video is I take some still images. Oh, and I put this still image here to show that they're outside. That's the roof overhang, and there's nothing in front of the camera as far as any windows or anything like that. So totally outside. Union Grove is a very small community. I think there's only less than 100 people total population, a small community in Alabama. And here's some still shots that I've taken from the original video that I just showed you, unedited. That's the way I received it. Now this picture is obviously edited. I've converted it to negative format to get a little better look at this thing. How do you even describe that? Looks like some sort of a ball of energy. That's what brought their attention to the sky to begin with. It was just a normal day, normal clouds, and then this thing was in the sky. And it was the only thing like it in the sky. So what I did was took a few still images from the original video and just simply adjusted the contrast, used some different filters to try to pull forward some detail on this thing. Didn't really come up with a whole lot. I mean, we have a different perspective of whatever this is. Certainly not an ordinary cloud. And then what I do in this next segment of the video is I play the entire video in a different format, just to see if maybe there were some other clouds nearby like this one here. And there aren't. There's one above it, but it's not round shaped with some sort of rods coming out of the side of it. It's just a normal sky, you know. The sun, I don't know if it's just a atmospheric phenomenon, but it looks a little oblong. It doesn't really look round. That there is strange, no doubt about it. And the person that took the video was very intrigued by what they were seeing in the sky. So, good job from Union Grove, Alabama. This video's about a week old. And again, they're outside on the porch. No windows in between the sky and the camera. Sometimes windows, glass in general, especially if it involves the sun, can create tricks of light that I'm going to show you here at the end of the video. A couple of examples of what happens when we film the sun. Not every time, but a big majority of the time when we film the sun behind a piece of glass. But here's another look in, this is X-ray format, or I'm sorry, negative format. And I zoom in on it, just looking for different details. And we do see some different things. This is the original format. I've enhanced the color just a little bit and sharpened the image just a little bit. Can see some more detail. But again, no clue where to even begin to describe what this is or was that they saw on this day last week. It was the first week of February of 2019. Here's the original next to a negative format, and you can see a little more detail between the two, but not that much. It's just a very randomly unique cloud that honestly I've never seen anything like it. It almost looks like some sort of a ball of energy of some sort, and it is in the proximity, or was in the proximity, of the sun. Nothing else in the sky like it. Now we're going to head down to Florida. I want to show you the video that Christina sent in of this amazing sky object, whatever you want to call it. Looks like a big giant feather in the sky. This is the video that she took. And there's something unique at the left end, right there, the largest end of this sky object that she observed in Florida. Don't know exactly where in Florida, but I want you to pay attention to the larger end of this phenomenon that she saw. Looks like a big giant feather in the sky. See the lines coming out the end of the feather? I'm going to slow it down in a still image and zoom in, and you'll be able to see these lines pretty clearly. Don't know what they mean, if anything at all. It's just part of the overall uniqueness of this thing. Whatever it was, right there. See on the right hand side, there's two lines coming out the end of this thing. Almost like something may have been up there moving. Don't know. Maybe the cloud formation was moving itself. But I can't quite figure out the unique lines to the right there. Don't know what's going on, but really neat. Looked like a giant feather in the sky, sent in by Christina from Florida. Thank you, Christina. Really appreciate that. Got some new sky phenomenon viewer pics I want to share with you guys. Just a few. I'm still going through the emails. That is a everyday process. Thank you, guys. This was sent in by Noel from right out here in Phoenix. Captured a beautiful sunset where some long, very long clouds filled the sky, and Steve from Sun City captured the same phenomenon on the same evening. He captured one side, and the other side was to the south, I believe. This photo was sent in by Zach T from near Seattle, Washington. Hallmark moment here as the sun is setting behind the clouds. Great photograph. This photo here was also sent in by Zach from near Seattle, and you can see the sun kind of looks oblong and has a different shape to it. Could be just an atmospheric phenomenon. I don't know, but that was from Seattle, and this is from Rochester, New York by Nick, and he noticed the same thing. The sun just looked a little oblong opposed to perfectly round. Probably just an atmospheric phenomenon. Hole punch clouds sent in by Luann from Utah. And I've got another one to share with you guys. Been seeing a lot of these lately. Unique phenomenon that are usually shaped in an intelligent design, or at least they look like they're intelligently designed, even though they're supposedly totally random. Here's an example of a dual sun in a video that was taken behind a window. This happens almost every time you film the direct sunlight at a certain angle. You'll get that dual sun effect in the video outcome. I've actually had it happen to myself, and I've seen it happen over and over and over. So this is just an example of when you film the sun, the direct sunlight behind a window, you'll get the dual sun, and it's not actually the dual sun. There's only one there. But the glass reflections with the aperture of the recording device make it appear like there's two. And this is also yet another example of that same phenomenon. That is nothing more than a lens glare, guys. We're dealing with glass that's reflecting bright sunlight, and you actually end up seeing the solar disk like you do in this case here. That was a photo sent in by Zach from near Seattle, Washington. Same photo, just in a different format. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day, and be safe out there.